Go to college, get a degree, work a 9 to 5 for 40 years, and then retire broke at 65. That was almost my reality. The rest of my life was already laid out for me. I was this close to walking down a path that would have left me completely unfulfilled, stressed about money, having to make payments every single month that I couldn't keep up with, and taking orders from some asshole boss who makes triple of what I make. But after 6 months of working a great corporate job that would have left me trapped for life, I decided to take a leap of faith. I discovered OnlyFans management, went all in on building my agency, and it was the best decision of my life. Fast forward 3 years later, and I make $80,000 a month with my OnlyFans management agency. I've helped countless people escape the soul-crushing 9 to 5 and build successful OnlyFans management agencies too, doing over $50,000 a month. And I get to wake up each day and do whatever the hell I want. And the best part about this is that I didn't need to sacrifice 40 years of my life to get here. For context, I've been in the OFM industry for longer than almost anyone teaching this, over 4 years now. I've built my OnlyFans management agency to $80,000 a month. I have a private group of over 8,000 chatters, and I've helped people leave their soul-crushing 9 to 5 jobs and instead build a $50,000 a month automated OnlyFans management agency in less than 90 days. I've seen every single strategy, every single mistake, and every single shortcut that actually works in this industry. This is exactly how I'd build a $100,000 a month OFM empire if I had to start completely from scratch, knowing everything that I know today. If I was starting over, the first thing I would do is understand that it isn't simply about managing hot girls and making money. Most guys jump into this without trying to understand the business fundamentals before, which is why they end up failing 90% of the time within the first 100 days. Here's where most people get it backwards. They try and sign models first and then figure out how to manage them. Now, here's the key. Don't waste time with low earning models who are just starting out. Once I have that first model, I would immediately implement what I call the 3-pillar system. Pillar 1, implementing professional chatters who are pre-trained from my private community. Pillar 2, strategic promotion across multiple platforms. And then Pillar 3, revenue optimization through upselling and customer retention. After proving the system works with one model, I would then use her success story to sign an additional 2 to 4 high-ticket models. And the final step is removing myself from the day-to-day operations entirely. Throughout this entire process, I'm sharing real case studies from my consulting clients. And there's multiple other success stories that you can see at the Instagram handle at OnlyFans Millions. This is everything that you need to build a real OnlyFans management business and not some guru nonsense that you hear from everyone else. So what are the fundamentals that you need to understand? Well, I'm going to break down the 5 fundamentals that you need to understand right now, as well as walking you through a nice flowchart explaining this a little bit more clearly as well. So the first fundamental is the niche and offer clarity. So who are you targeting? Are you targeting luxury models? Are you targeting BBWs? Are you targeting MILFs? Your offer must speak directly to them. So many models are getting hit up with non-stop offers from other agencies who are just saying, hey, we provide OnlyFans management services. And it's such a generic offer. You're never going to get any model interested if you're just sending out these generic, unpersonalized offers out to all these different models. So the trick here is to have real niche to target, as well as to have offer clarity. So have clear, crystal clarity on who you're targeting and exactly how you're going to provide value to them. We then have 2, the onboarding process. So your first impression determines loyalty. So you need to nail your onboarding. So exactly what are you going to do once you sign this model? What contract are you going to send to them? What are the next steps after that you're going to take? Just getting a deep understanding of exactly how you're going to set up their client folder, how you're going to collect their content, how you can deliver model reporting. Just understanding this. So if you do hop on a call with a model, again, you can explain this and you already know this in advance before signing your first model. 3, going through the model recruitment system. So making sure that you're building a thorough outreach system which has DM scripts, tracking, follow-ups, so you're not just guessing on exactly how to sign these models. You know the step-by-step process that you can undertake in order to sign models. You can get really in-depth with this. With my agency, I know exactly how many DMs I need to send in order to sign an OnlyFans model. So you can get really analytical with this stuff. And then for the account management, so understand how OnlyFans actually works behind the scenes. No model's going to want to work with you if you don't really understand OnlyFans at all. So you need to make sure you understand the DM management. You need to make sure you understand the pains that they have around that, the pay-per-views that you're sending out, pay-per-view strategies, the upsells, the content scheduling, the analytics that you need to look for. And then 5 promotional strategies. So master the basics of organic and paid traffic, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, even dating apps. Now, dating apps, not so much. It used to be very popular, but now it's kind of an outdated strategy. But again, understanding this sort of information is going to put you 10 steps ahead of the curve when it comes to signing that first OnlyFans model. So let me change the screen here. I'm going to walk you through this. So the foundations come first. And once you have the foundations, you then build the model recruitment system, the onboarding system, the management system, and the promotional system as well. These things all come after the foundations once you build it. So what do you need to build for the foundations? Well, it's very simple. You need to make sure you have your social media set up. So social media is what it's going to do. It's going to increase the trust and professionalism and allow you to get discovered. So if you've got terrible social media, you don't even have a logo for your agency social media, you've got virtually 0 followers, you haven't got any posts on it at all, you haven't got a bio, you haven't got a website at all featured within the link in the bio, then again, that's just going to lower the trust, because the aim of the game, in order to be able to sign your first model, is essentially just a relay of trust. Do they trust that the offer you're pitching to them, that you can actually fulfill that? And by having a terribly set up social media presence, then they're not going to really trust that you can actually help them. So it doesn't need to be anything serious. Don't need to spend too much time with it, but just having some case studies on there, having some tips, some knowledge, having some lifestyle pics if you have that. It's all stuff that's going to help you within the foundational step. And then again, having a website to increase trust and professionalism. They're not going to trust you if you're just this one-man band reaching out saying, hey, I can help you grow on OnlyFans. Again, you need a website, you need to look professional, you need an established agency, and the website and a professional email is just the first way to do this. And then offer creation. So to have clarity on the value you're providing, because without clarity, models will not sign. If you cannot clearly convey to them in a sentence or two exactly what their pain points are and how you're going to help them with their pain points, then you're not going to be able to sign a model. So these are just the foundations you need to understand before you even go out there to try and sign a model, because without this stuff, if you do sign a model, you're going to be signing a very low ticket OnlyFans model, and it's not going to be a high ticket or a quality OnlyFans model, because any model who's making a bit of money or who's knowledgeable about this stuff or who's really motivated to grow is going to be looking for these things before working with an OnlyFans agency. So just making sure you got these basics in place. Now, I see within the program, we cover all of this. So we have the OnlyFans agency dashboard, so how I oversee everything from a dashboard. I give you the template for that. We have the OnlyFans agency business model. We have some secrets that I've learned. So just giving you some foundational knowledge around what I've learned from 4+ years of OnlyFans management. Crafting your offer, go really in depth into that. And then, of course, setting up your website as well. So this is the common way that most people do. And it's why most people fail. What most people do is they jump in to sign a model. They try to go ahead and piece together what to do. They end up feeling overwhelmed, working with low quality models, which leads to burnout, which leads to them ultimately failing and giving up. Now, we don't want that to happen to you guys. This is why I'm making this video right here. It's really important that you watch this all the way through, because we're going to be covering some in-depth knowledge here. And yeah, as a result of doing this, you end up seeing these sort of mistakes when you skip the fundamentals. You end up promising models the world, but delivering pennies. And I'm sure none of you want to do that. You're here to actually make some money. And the way you make money is by providing some value. At least if you want to make money sustainably, then you need to provide some value, because you could sign a 10K a month model and just constantly be churning models, but none of you want that. So an example is telling a model you'll make her rich with zero proof, then ghosting her because you don't have the systems. She ends up frustrated and posts about you in a group chat, blacklisting your agency. That's the last thing anyone wants. Or signing any model who will talk to you instead of qualifying for motivation and content quality. No onboarding process, so models feel lost and leave after 1 week, trying to scale before you even have one successful case study. So these are mistakes that people make when they skip these foundational steps before they even try and sign an OnlyFans model. And then the right way. So what happens when you have the foundations in place? You know exactly how you're going to provide value. You follow a structured process, work with high quality models, scale effortlessly, and then ultimately you succeed, all because you've got these foundations in place. So the foundations are like a one-time thing that you need to build, just general getting some knowledge in place, building these social media setup, the website, the offer creation, before you actually go out there and sign your first OnlyFans model. So something that's really important, and I see all the time, is that you attract the type of client you are. So if you are disorganized, unfocused, and lack clarity, then you're going to be signing models who post low quality content. Sometimes they don't even get the content to you on time. And your earnings are going to look like this, minuscule. You're going to be making in the top 95% of all creators, which is terrible. Vice versa, if you're organized, focused, and have clarity, models are going to be attracted to that. They're going to want to work with you, and you're going to be able to sign models who deliver content on time, are motivated to grow, can create high quality content, and scaling them up to the top 0.85% would be easy, and beyond that as well. So you attract the type of client you are, and a similar analogy could be made to life in general. So let's say you're looking for you're looking to date someone. If you are fat, out of shape, have terrible hygiene, haven't worked on your personality, not really funny, terrible charisma, then it would be very unrealistic for you to go out there and expect to sign some 10 out of 10 baddie who's going to want to or work with some or date some 10 out of 10 baddie. That's just not going to be realistic. So where vice versa, if you're in shape, you have good hygiene, you've worked on yourself, you're got a good personality, you worked on your charisma, then again, you can then start to date. You can start to date more pretty women or a high quality woman. So again, it depends, and you attract what you are. So the same analogy that could be applied to life in dating and friendships can be applied to the type of clients you're attracting. Because if you're attracting low quality clients, you need to take a look at yourself and saying, yeah, maybe I haven't set up the foundations in place. Maybe I'm not that experienced. Maybe I haven't demonstrated my competence yet. So just looking at those key things, if you're signing bad clients, it's your fault. So make sure you fix that by focusing on these foundations here. So what sort of back-end infrastructure and systems do you need? Well, you need a few things. So you can start off with a client relationship manager for tracking the outreach, the follow-ups, the onboarding and performance. Build out an onboarding system, so Google Forms plus welcome pack plus content upload folders plus SOPs. So it's a standardized process when a model wants to join to being onboarded and collecting content. Communication channels, so the WhatsApp, Telegram for direct contact, Slack for your internal team. Promotional workflows, so SOPs and templates for every platform you use. TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, IG, dating apps, automations and bots for account creation, posting, DMing, follow-up, and even tipping menus. Chatting infrastructure, so chatter, pre-training, onboarding, end-of-day reports, earnings, calculations, SOPs, and then analytical dashboards, so to track daily earnings, traffic, conversion rates, churn. This is infrastructure that you want to set up before even working with an OnlyFans model. So when it does come to time to work with an OnlyFans model, you're ready to go. You have chatters in place, you have the communication channel in place, you've got the promotional strategy in place, so you know exactly how you're going to promote them. Onboarding systems, everything's in place, so you're ready to go as soon as you do sign that first OnlyFans model. And then team structure as well. So how are you going to structure your team out? you need to think about this before you even begin working with an OnlyFans model. So typically this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be you, the agency owner. So you focus on growth, relationships, system optimization, and also going to be focusing on just general progressing the agency. You have chatters, so trained in NLP, so neuro-linguistic programming, upsells, retention, so you can use pre-trained chatters to shortcut this. Virtual assistants for lead generation, outreach, and general admin tasks. And then promoters to handle social channels, reposting, shout out for shout outs or share for shares, and then influencer DMing as well. So this is typically how you're going to want to structure your organization. So it's going to be you at the top. You're going to have chatters underneath you who are placed in the model's account, chatting to the models. You're then going to have virtual assistants, so to do the lead gen, the outreach, to manage the entire model recruitment system for you. And then you're going to have promoters to get your models paying subscribers and to get them traffic. Now, as you build out your agency, your org structure will typically build out as well. So you may end up getting chatting managers above the chatters, so you don't have to manage them yourself. The chatter manager will just report to you. You could also end up getting a promotional manager as well. You can end up getting an account manager to liaise with the model on your behalf. So again, the org builds out as you get bigger, but you can get up to $50,000 per month with this simple org structure here. Chatters who report to you in the model accounts, virtual assistants, and then promoters. Nice and simple. And then again, when you do scale up to manage multiple models, you're going to want systems in place to make this sustainable so you're not going to get burnt out. So standardized onboarding process. We have a 3-click system that allows us to onboard OnlyFans models. Folder structures per model for content, analytics, chat logs, so they feel like they're getting taken care of. They get access to reporting, so they know exactly what changes you're making inside their OnlyFans account, and then weekly check-ins and reporting as well. So these are the sort of systems that you're going to want to build out for your OnlyFans models. So you want to sign high-ticket OnlyFans models from the get-go. So models who are already making money, so you can start making money straight away, and you can scale them up further and further and further with ease as well. So building a complete audience from scratch is a ton of work, but boosting up, promoting a model who already has an audience is going to be a lot easier. So you want to go after these high ticket OnlyFans models. So where do you find these high ticket OnlyFans models? So you can use Instagram. So you look for top 5-10% creators. So what to look for: blue check marks, 10K plus followers, models who consistently post earning milestones, or just hit top 5% in their bios or stories. And how to find them, you can use keywords to search like OnlyFans, OF, link in bio, top 1% exclusive. And if you're going after a particular niche, you can then search for the keywords that niche uses. So for example, if you find egos, you can click on their post, look at the sort of hashtags they're using, and then search up those sort of hashtags. You also want to check the engagement to make sure they just haven't paid for followers. So you can use an online tool. So literally just go to Google, type in Instagram engagement checker, input their username, and it's going to come up with all the engagement, and you're looking for above 5% engagement to prove that their audience is legitimate. And then explore the followers/following lists of top models. These often full with aspiring or stuck creators, so you can target them as well. And as a little bonus for you guys, you can DM people who have commented on these top model posts. They're often low ticket models looking for growth tips. And you also have Reddit as well. So you target particular subreddits like OnlyFans advice, OnlyFans promotion, OnlyFans models. And within there, you can search posts with screenshots of earnings, like just hit 8K a month, or my first 10K a month. Looking for questions like, why am I stuck at X earnings? How do I scale past 10K? These are perfect targets because they're stuck, but they're hungry for more growth. And as a little bonus here, offer value in public comments as well. So generally be helpful, then DM with specifics about their situation that build trust fast. You also have OnlyFans ranking/leaderboards. So you can use third-party leaderboards, tools like OnlyFinder, Fame Sniffer, or influencer lists. And you can then look for models in the top 1 to 10%. But not verified mega celebs. Obviously, you don't want to be reaching out to models like Sophie Rain. They're already established. They're already printing lots of money. They're already really big. So definitely working with an agency. So yeah, they're going to be out of reach. So you want to go after models who aren't out of reach, who are hungry, established, but still targetable. And then as a bonus, DM models who have stuck at top X% in their bio, they're advertising their frustration right for you. You also have model shoutout groups and Telegram channels. So you can search OnlyFans promo, model engagement, or S for S on Telegram and Discord, join engagement groups, and analyze who's consistently seeking shoutouts. Often, these are models who hit a plateau and they're looking for more growth. As a bonus, you can direct message models after seeing their engagement or shoutout requests, reference a specific post, or just ask about their traffic sources in general, just trying to start a conversation with them. You also have TikTok and Twitter, so you can search hashtags like hashtag OnlyFans, hashtag link bio, hashtag top 1%, hashtag OF model, and watch for models who complain about being shadow banned or plateaued. These are often your dream clients because they have a clear pain point you can then target and help them out with. So here's some value-packed outreach scripts for you guys and the psychology behind them. So the psychology is high-ticket models have been burned by generic DMs, so you must stand out by referencing something unique and offering value up front to make it about them, not you. Now, there's this thing called the law of reciprocity, and it's a law that governs all of us, and it's pre-built into our biology because it's how we helped evolve and survive and grow civilization. If I do something good for you, you feel obligated to do something good back for me. And you can tap into this psychology, this fundamental law of human nature in order to sign high-ticket OnlyFans models. So step one, you want to reference specific pain and make sure that you personalize this. So, hey name, saw your post about hitting 8K this month. Huge congrats. Notice you mentioned you've been stuck at this level for a bit. Most agencies don't have the systems to break past 10K plus reliably. Or step two, social proof / borrowed credibility. So I'm part of a team that's helped models in the exact same spot, jump them from 7K to 10K a month, up to 25K, 40K, even 80K plus a month in less than 90 days. And if you don't have social proof, it doesn't matter because you can borrow social proof. So for example, inside my program, we have pre-packaged case studies. So we leverage results, or you can leverage results we have generated at our personal agency for acquiring your first OnlyFans model. So this is a great way to get started. If you don't have any social proof, you can go ahead and say you're partnered with an agency or you're affiliated with this agency. And these are the results that have been generated. And we give you pre-packaged presentations, pre-packaged videos, and then pre-packaged results as well. So you can use all this stuff throughout your Instagram, throughout your website, throughout your outreach. And it's just going to allow you to sign high-ticket models from the get-go rather than dealing with these low-ticket models. Step three, unique offer, no risk, high value. So if you want, I can send over a free audit showing exactly where your current system is capping you with a breakdown of what our top performers change to unlock 2 to 3x earnings. Not a sales pitch, just free game because I know how frustrating that plateau can feel. Again, just delivering value, providing value to them. And you can turn this into what we call a model attraction asset. So a model attraction asset is essentially pre-packaged value that you can send en masse to multiple models. Now you can do this personalized initially, so personalized video audits, for example, or you can use case studies saying, hey, is this case study, this is how we help this model go from X to Y. Can I send it over to you for free? Just again, you can build these pre-packaged assets that allow you to deliver value en masse without needing a lot of your time. And then step four, a call to action, make it easy. So want me to put that together for you? Just need your IG or main promo channel so I can check it out and send you a custom video breakdown, giving them a clear call to action on what the next steps should be. And here's some advanced options. So you can offer a growth walkthrough. So you can record a Loom or screen share breakdown of their social funnel, showing exactly what's working and what they need to fix. And then you can also invite them to a private mastermind or group chat for higher earning models. So only build a community, not just a pitch. And then proof and credibility when you're new, how to leverage borrowed authority. So if you lack personal results, again, you can use this sort of message saying that you're partnered with a team that manages over 40 plus models, 50K a month beyond. Happy to share some case studies and even connect you to models with help so you can ask about their experience. Or I work with Program Name, which has built some of the fastest growing agencies in the UK. Again, just leveraging results in order to have credibility for yourself when you're starting off. Now, a little secret weapon for you guys here is if you've worked with any model at all, even for free, ask them for a quick 2 to 3 sentence review or audio message. You can then use this as social proof in your outreach. So you want to make sure you're stacking the value when you're trying to get these high ticket OnlyFans models. So personalize every single DM, reference real numbers and frustrations you've seen in your prospects' content, and always offer to give value before asking for anything back. No pressure, just insights. And here's a next level conversion hack as well, is follow-ups are really important. You're going to notice that you get so many more responses when you start following up on the DMs that you sent, and follow up with a voice note if they don't reply. Authenticity and confidence are everything in this market, so you can stand out with a clearly personalized voice note as a follow-up if you really want to sign a model here. So again, here we have the 3 pillars of scaling models, and it's really simple. All you need to do is focus on these 3 things, and I can guarantee you that you will scale your model's account earnings. It's so simple. All you need to do is focus on these 3 things. First thing is professional chatting. You then have strategic promotion. You then have revenue optimization. So for professional chatting, you want to use pre-trained chatters with neurolinguistic programming techniques to build anticipation, unpredictability, name repetition, genuine interest, mirroring language, and they're also going to be trained up on how to send pay-per-views, how to get more tips, how to sell customs, how to sell section sets, stuff like this. So just focusing on professional chatting, it's always going to go ahead and boost your model's account earnings. You then have strategic promotion. So you want a multi-platform approach. So TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, organic, growth hacking, paid traffic. Use custom bots for comment posting, DM outreach, content recycling, promotional templates, content calendars, cross promotion with other creators. Just making sure that you're having a multi-platform approach when you're trying to scale these OnlyFans models. Initially, you can start off with just 1 or 2, and then as they start to scale, you can scale up other platforms as well. So just focusing on this, getting more promotion and being a little bit more strategic with it. And then you then have revenue optimization. So subscriber nurturing funnels, VIP wall feeds, VIP DM funnels, upsell offers, custom content, pay-per-view sequences, retention personalized offers, emotional connection, monthly fan club perks, regular live streams, and surprise bonuses. So if you think scaling an OnlyFans model account is hard, it's not. You just need to focus on these 3 things to move the lever, to increase the account earnings. And I promise you that if you focus on these 3 things, your model's account earnings will skyrocket. If you implement better chatting, better promotion, better revenue optimization, it's very simple. And don't think this stuff is all very complicated, because once you've done it once, you can just go ahead, copy and paste, and implement it on another model. You've already built the systems, you already got the SOPs, you already got the process, and you can just hand this over when another model joins. You've got a chatter who's already trained up, ready to go. You've got a promotional virtual assistant who already knows how to promote. You've got revenue optimization strategies based on data that you can just implement, and you can scale this up really, really fast. So yeah, and you can build this all out yourself, but again, you don't have to. You can just access someone else's infrastructure and systems, and you can just get all this stuff done instantly for you. Once you scale up one model, trust me, the game becomes so much easier, because you can use the results that you've generated from that one model to just compound month after month and end up signing higher quality models, scale them up, get better case studies, and then keep on rinsing and repeating the process. So you can showcase the results that you generated in outreach. You can use screenshots, testimonials, and data in your DMs and sales assets. You can qualify for new models. You'll be a little bit more selective about who you're bringing on. And the process with this is just going ahead and applying leverage. So when you scale up a model successfully, you have leverage. You have good results you can then leverage and use that to go ahead and scale up model accounts further. So for example, let's say you sign a model who's doing 5K a month, you scale her up to 20K a month. You can then ask for a testimonial from this model. You can then use that testimonial throughout all your assets And all the stuff that you built for scaling up that one model, again, you can just implement it in the other one as well. So you have more assets such as people, processes, technology, other assets too. And these results just allow you to just continually sign better models and scale them up further. And when you sign more models, you are going to get an increased workload, but you can handle this very easily by automating everything: onboarding, chat scheduling, promotional cycles, content collection, hire more virtual assistants and chatters as needed, and use dashboards daily, weekly, monthly tracking so you don't get overwhelmed. And the great thing about OFM is that you don't actually have to be working with lots of models in order to make lots of money. If you work with just 3 to 5 high ticket OnlyFans models, so one model does 80K a month, one model does 50K a month, one model does 30K a month, another one does 40K a month, and you're taking a 50% rev share of all these models' earnings, you can see how you can start making some serious money really quick. There's no other industry where you can go ahead and sign a client and be making 20K a month from this client while having to do as little work that's needed. If you were to sign a 20K a month client within any other sector, there'd be a huge amount of work that you need to do. Whereas with OnlyFans, it's relatively simple because you've got the staff, you've got the virtual assistants in place, you've got the automations in place, you've got the strategy on lockdown, you've got the SOPs, and you can just rinse and repeat and scale up effortlessly. So I know there's a lot of you out there who don't want to be having to hustle day in, day out on building and scaling an OnlyFans management agency. The great thing about this is that everything can either be automated, delegated, or systemized. It can always be outsourced to reduce your workload. So there's roles that you want to hire if you want to be working less. So you can hire a virtual assistant for $3 to $6 an hour to handle the outreach, DMing, reporting, and admin tasks. And they can completely manage the whole model recruitment system. The onboarding system can be completely automated, and they can also handle the reporting and stuff like that to your clients as well. You can then have chatters. So the chatters, you can just plug and play inside the model accounts, and they can just work for you, chatting in the account, making money. And you can pay them per shift, or do what I recommend, which is pay them a percentage of sales that they've generated. Typically anywhere from 5 to 15%, depending on how high ticket your model account is. Obviously, if the model's making more money, you can justify paying them a lower percentage. And then promoters, you can pay them per project or monthly to just continually implement SOPs and scale up the promotional assets that your model has built further. And then automation specialists for custom bot setup, account creation, traffic automation, or you can just go ahead and pay to get access to some automations too. Again, you can also, when it comes to finding chatters for OnlyFans, typically that's what most people struggle with. It doesn't have to be difficult. We have built a chatter network / community. So I experienced this problem personally with my agency, needing to find high quality chatters on demand. So I built this resource initially for my agency, and now I've also opened it up to my consulting clients, where you can go ahead, create a ticket, and say, look, this is the model I'm managing, this is the niche that she's in, this is how many chatters I need, this is what I'm willing to pay them, find me a chatter. And we go into our community and we select the very best and go ahead and plug and play them into your OnlyFans model account. So they just do the chatting for you, and you don't have to worry about finding these chatters at all. You don't have to go scouring on Telegram, scouring on Reddit, hoping you find a good quality one. No, they've already been pre-trained, they've already been vetted, and they've already shown up consistently inside of this community here. So in the community, we have shared training, weekly Q&As, SOPs, performance reviews, and a ticker system for rapid scaling. And many of the people you watch online, so whether you watch some other YouTubers who do OFM, who talk about it, many of them approach me to source chatters because I have built a community with over 8,000 chatters. It's the biggest chatter training hub within the world, and everyone goes to it to source high quality OnlyFans chatters. So you get access to this straight away. And it just allows you to scale up effortlessly, just being able to not even have to worry about the recruitment process of these virtual assistants, because that recruitment process is already handled for you, as well as when you do onboard them, it's just your workload is cutting in half. You don't even have to worry about the account management at all. You can just focus on promoting these models or hiring virtual assistants to promote these models further. So what does fully automated look like? Because I've personally built a fully automated agency. I've helped other people do it too. So it's very simple. You wake up, check your dashboards and metrics once per day. You see, oh cool, I've made 5K today already. Great. You can close your laptop. You can be done with the day if you want. Your team handles all the outreach, the chatting, the onboarding, the reporting, the promotion, and then you just focus on optimization and expansion if you want. So if you want to optimize certain things to make more money, if you want to focus on signing more creators, if you want to focus on branding, you can do that. But the day-to-day operation of your agency running to print cash for you is fully automated. And it can be as simple as waking up, checking your dashboard, seeing how much money you made, closing your laptop for the day, and going out there and doing whatever the hell you want. So we helped JP. He went from literally starting his agency, signing his first model inside the program for a 50-50 split. As you can see here, signed first model, luxurious escort from pure cold outreach. She has 7K followers on Twitter, getting her to start Monday. And things we should discuss over the call. I set up the onboarding plus shared folder on G Suite and Drive. So he went through, used the model recruitment system to sign an OnlyFans model, went ahead, used the onboarding stuff that we have as well to get the model properly set up. And then within 90 days after this, I'm able to scale girls up to 50K a month with a consistent 1-to-7 sub price to chatting price ratio, a little bit more technical stuff, but we can go over that, without any mass pay-per-view sent. And so far done from optimizing my chatting department. So again, he went from literally nothing to a 50K a month OnlyFans management agency from literally managing one model, and he scaled that up further. Ash and his brother they scaled up to 20K a month. Ryan joined the program and within 2 months printing 13K a month. Here's his inflow dashboard here, making $13,000 a month. Vic joined the program with one model, scaled it up to $25,000 a month. This was a mixture of Fansly and OnlyFans. Raina, $820 within his first week, and then he just went up, scaling up to 1K a day here. Devon, 0 to 4.2K within a couple of weeks. CM went to 8K within 1 month. And actually, if we look at you can go to Instagram at OnlyFanMillions to see case studies from our students. You can see he went on to go in ahead and making 70K within 90 days, just from 2 models. Noah, $0 to $738 an hour by signing his first model. Ben went from 5K a month to 42K a month in just 97 days. Again, here's the message we received. And you can look at all these case studies here. Jenna went up, scaled up to $30,000 a month. Show you that here. Signed my 5th model. Dylan, 20K a month profit with his agency. Aiden, $137,000 a month. Matt, 3K his first week. Tony signed a 10K a month model. Jack signed a 30K a month model in 3 weeks. As you can see, like, people are printing money with this. So it's not something that you want to sit on at all. You just want to get started with getting the foundations set up, getting the systems in place, and then signing your first model, leveraging her results, scaling her up further, and you're just going to end up printing more and more money as time goes on. And that is literally the exact step-by-step process on how I would build a 100K a month OFM empire from scratch as a beginner, all the way through to building a fully automated OnlyFans management agency. And if you follow every single step that I've outlined in this video to a T, then I promise you that you will build a successful OFM agency. But doing this alone is easier said than done. You'll struggle signing high-ticket OnlyFans models without proven case studies. You'll waste months figuring out promotional strategies that actually work for your models, and you'll burn through potentially good quality models because you just don't have the systems or the expertise or the knowledge on how to actually scale up their accounts and provide value to them. And with everything that I've given you, you really have 2 options here. The first option is to do it yourself. knowing all the problems that you'll face. And honestly, I wish you the best of luck. And option 2 is to work with me directly one-on-one, and I'll help you build a 50k a month OnlyFans management agency, which is completely automated in 90 days or less. Now, if you're smart and you've picked the second option, then go in the description below and you'll see a link to booking a call with myself. Click that link, booking a call, and it'll be great to speak to you one-on-one. This is where I personally work with you to sign 3 to 5 high-ticket OnlyFans models, build your entire back-end systems and infrastructure, and get you to 50k a month in 90 days or less. And I'm going to offer a full refund if we don't get you up to $10,000 a month within 90 days. Also, you can check out the video on the screen here to learn how to sign your first high-ticket OnlyFans model. And don't forget to like and subscribe, it will mean the world to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.